guys, and welcome to a new episode of the Diaries of Everything Ching. I hope you guys are having a great day. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Something, again, I saw on social media, but the way this hit, I'm like, oh my gosh, not too loud. Not too loud. So, it was basically a photo of it looked like the photo was taken in the early 2000s, so maybe about 2006, and girls were in like their winter coats, and they had on like their short dresses and their heels, and they're basically standing in front of a club, basically in the line waiting to get in. And all the way that picture triggered me, I was just like, what were we doing? What were we doing for real? We used to get ready to go to these clubs, dress like we're going to a job interview, wear the shortest skirt and the highest heels and the flimsiest coat, mind you, because the flimsiest coat were always the cuter coats. And then you're standing in the line for like sometimes 20 minutes to go inside of a club where it's packed like sardines, and you can't, like, you're not at a table, you're literally just in the middle of a floor and just dancing in the heels the entire night. Then you leave and you're shivering, and if you didn't drive and you want to take a cab, you start walking with your friends down the street away from the club areas, because you knew that the taxi paid more, would charge more if they're picking you up from in front of the club, because it's like the hot spot. So you like walk down with like the whole club going down one street, and then somehow you end up at like the local McDonald's, or whichever fast food place is like popular in your area, and then you go in to order a little bit of food, and the entire club is in that one restaurant, and the lines is just of the yin yang, and like people, it took forever to get your food. And then finally you eat your food and you can't even sit down because the place is so full. So you're eating your food standing up. Or if you don't have the tolerance, you eat when you get inside the cab. You get a cab, and finding a cab is also difficult because you have people just jumping in cabs, stealing cabs from other people. So when now you finally get a cab, the cab takes you home, you're lit in the back, and we still have our heels on, chilling like it's nothing. And then we finally go upstairs. Then we go home. We talk about our night. We laugh, we kiki, we make our jokes, and then we knock out. And I was just like, I would hate, as much as I didn't go clubbing like super crazy, I would hate to go clubbing now. I went to a club a few years ago, and we went there. Someone in my family had something going on, and they were holding it there. So I went to show my support. Now, I wasn't supposed to go, but it just worked out that way. Fair enough. So I go in, and I still do the heels thing. Like when I go out to a club, depending on the atmosphere, I'll throw on a heels still. To this day, I don't go to clubs, but if I'm going somewhere to that magnitude, I'll throw on a heels, because usually what I'm wearing, my outfit isn't super dressy, so I just feel like the heels add a little something to it. I was in that club, and so I wasn't really like doing the most. I sat down and I just listened to the music. Felt like, try to treat it like I was at a lounge or what have you. So I'm there and I'm in the club, and at some point I need to use the washroom. So I'm like, okay, cool, let me go use the washroom. I get in the washroom. One moment. I had to hydrate because this part right here. I get into the washroom and it's literally like a bunch of 20-year-olds, and they're there, they're fixing their makeup, they're talking, basically doing what we were doing. And I felt so old. I went in there and I'm like, I feel like an old bitch. I feel like auntie. I feel like I'm here to take these girls home. I felt like a chaperone. And I was like, this is not me. I don't need to be here. You wanna know when I knew the club life wasn't for me? Let me tell you. I used to go clubbing with my mom sometimes. Sometimes my mom, she wanna kick a foot, and we'll go dancing or what have you, or go to the club, whatever, man. And I'm not really into it, but like I will go with her sometimes, listen to the music, grab a drink, and kind of vibe out. It got to a point where I start looking like my mom's chaperone. When that happened and I actually took notice, that was it for me. My mom's dancing and doing her thing, and I'm just sitting in the corner with my drink looking around. I was a fucking chaperone to my mother. That was it for me. I did not need to be at another club after that. But anyway, I say all that to say I would hate to club today. I see kids like saying, oh yeah, we're gonna go out and blah, 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 blah. Them kids look like they're just going to school, going to the mall. There's no effort in these children's wear when they go to the club. They will wear flip-flops. They will wear sneakers. They throw it on. They both wear like a sweatsuit. Like, it's not like how it was when we were growing up. And I'm just like, yo, y'all would never be able to survive what we went through when we were clubbing. And why were we clubbing in the winter? Walking in the snow in heels. That's another story. We're really walking in heels with black eyes. Okay, yeah, because we're smart. But anyway, that was just a funny thing that came up, and I had to jump on the pod and let y'all know, because talk to me about your clubbing. Is your clubbing experience more aligned with mine, or is your clubbing experience more aligned with, just going in, standing up, not having to dress up? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's see how much the club culture really changed. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for kicking it with me, and cheers to a new episode.